Juan Mendez Scott's Big Sexy Chapter 7. Netta. When I drove up to Duane and Maggy Marretti's home and saw Duane in the driveway waxing his smoke-gray Aston Martin coupe, a devilish smile sliced slowly across my face. I quickly parked, got out, and headed for him, ready to get some nasty things started. I strolled up to Duane, moving to the music of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us he had playing from his satellite radio, at the same time, looking around for Maggy. He saw me walking up to him out of the corner of his eye, and he still paid me no attention, ignoring me. I could tell he did not want to be bothered, which shocked me, since I was looking so sexy in my jeans, t-shirt, and sandals. "Hi, Duane," I said in the sexiest voice I could squirt out. I was desperate. I could not get his attention. "What's up?" he finally said, still waxing his ride, and he didn't even peep up at me. He was so cool he didn't even sweat. "Where's Maggy?" "She ain't here." He stopped for a minute to adjust the $300 sunglasses on his face. I stepped slowly around the Aston Martin as if I was looking at it to buy it, and it turned me on. Seeing Duane in a wife beater and jean shorts was getting to me as well. I walked up to Duane ready to flirt. I said, "After you give her a wax, you're taking her out for a spin, huh? Probably drop the top, too." "I don't know. I might." I know I'd look good riding in that. Duane, not missing a beat from waxing, just shrugged with not a care in the world. The more he ignored me, the more I poured it on. "I love your beard. It's just like you. Perfect." "Thank you." "You're very welcome. I should be thanking you, actually. I'm enjoying the eye candy right now." Duane finally peeped at me, and I could tell by the way he was looking me up and down he was checking me out. Then he said, "I'm very happily married, sweetheart." "You sure?" Just as I was about to move in for the kill, Maggy stormed into the driveway in the red Range Rover. Duane, sensing trouble, started moving around his car as he waxed. It made me smile when Maggy rushed out of the Range Rover without closing the door, eyeballing me with murder dripping from her eyes. "Hey, Maggy," I said, waving. "Been waiting for you? Thought you'd never get here." Maggy faced me out of breath. She said, "What the fuck are you doing standing in my driveway talking to my husband?" I shrugged. "Just talking, just having a nice conversation." Finally, Duane stopped waxing and glared over at me as if I had just lost my mind right in front of him. Maggy turned and looked at Duane for answers, then turned back to me. "How did you find out where I live, Netta?" "I live in the area, not too far from here as a matter of fact. I was just driving around looking at houses. I do that all the time." Duane looked at Maggy and shook his head, disappointed in her insecurity. "Baby, it's cool," Duane said. "She just pulled up looking for you." "It's cool. Since I'm in the neighborhood, I'll drop by sometimes," I said, facing Maggy. "We'll catch up on old times." Maggy didn't like the grin I was giving her. Didn't know at the time it spelled trouble in a tragic way. "Talk about our high school years," I continued, peeping over at Duane without a care in the world how Maggy felt about it. "Is that cool with you, Duane?" Duane continued waxing his car and said, "Long as my wife cool with it, I don't have a problem with it." Desperate, Maggy fumbled around in her Gucci purse looking for her cell phone. "Yeah, as a matter of fact, I forgot to get your number when I ran into you at the outlets." I spit my phone number out so fast it sounded like I was speaking a foreign language. Maggy punched my number into her phone just as fast. "I'm calling you now." As my phone rung, I headed for my car. "See you, Duane." Duane ignored me as he stopped waxing and took a sip from bottled water. I'm sure he was praying this wouldn't lead to an argument. Maggy, pissed off with her hand on her hip and the other holding her phone to her ear, walked to the end of the driveway to watch me drive out of the neighborhood. As I turned onto Fort Washington Road, laughing in victory, I grabbed my phone, answering it. "Wow, Maggy, you're calling me already." Maggy, breathing hard and trying to stay calm, said, You know where Proud Mary's restaurant is?" "Yeah, down at the marina." "Let's get together and meet there." "Name the time."